Previously on MasterChef Singapore. In a supermarket sprint, the boys were kings of the family dinner.
Best pasta I've had in recent memory.
Then Chef Ming's cook-along
All right, come on, guys! Come on!
set a searing pace.
Quick, quick, quick.
Samia, hurry up!
This challenge is tough.
Ending Salmia's journey.
You missed way too many instructions, and for that reason, you're leaving us today.
Tonight, the cooks cross a toxic tightrope. Balancing an extreme flavor.
I pop it in and it just went.
Then face a frantic fight
Oh my god, down to the wire.
to make the top four.
I think I'm going home.
Morning!
Morning.
Ooh, no mystery box today?
No mystery. We walk into the MasterChef kitchen, and I noticed that there are no mystery boxes on top of our stations.
Oh, there's a big box over
it's a
there.
big box. I see this like hazardous box just where the judges are standing. That's when I know like we're in for it today.
We're down to our top 5 home cooks.
Woo!
But never, ever rest on your laurels because there are still some incredibly tough challenges standing between you and the coveted title of MasterChef Singapore.
Every contestant left here in the top 5 feel they can be the next MasterChef. You know, me included. I've won my fair share of MasterChef challenges so far, but nevertheless, I'm going to up my A game a little bit more and do the best that I can.
You are about to face what might just be your most memorable mystery box challenge in this whole competition. So you have no mystery boxes on your table.
Yeah.
Is this the mystery box? Where is the mystery box? I'll tell you that A box is on its way.
Oh.
In that box is the mystery ingredient. It's so controversial, it has the power to divide families and unite foes.
Oh.
Bring in the box! Ah.
Oh my god.
It must be something toxic, something hard to work with.
Oh, look at this.
Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god.
Your task is to elevate this often maligned ingredient to its rightful place. As the king of all fruits! All hail the durian!
Hail the durian!
Yes! Finally, a durian challenge. I'm good with desserts when it comes to durians. I can make durian cream puff, durian creme brulee. The list goes on and on and on. So I'm very confident of this durian challenge today.
Who's a lover? Who's a hater?
Lover!
But only know how to eat it.
You know why I love durians? Because it's the only fruit that has got different dimensions. And in one tree, you can have 100 different dimensions. Every fruit is different. So you will have to dazzle us with one delightful durian dish. If you're hoping for an easy option of a dessert, ditch that right now. You must create a savory dish today.
In my mind, I'm going bonkers. I'm not familiar with making savory durian dishes. All I have in mind are actually desserts.
Aaron, you say that you know how to eat it, but you don't know how to cook with it?
Yep.
I don't even think I've seen anybody cooking it. Like, I never cooked durian in my life, so I'm gonna be in a bit of a trouble here. I mean, how do you really cook a savory durian dish?
So we will only taste the top 3 dishes, and that winning dish will have an advantage in the next challenge.
We are already in the top 5. It's really crucial to have whatever little advantage to get into the top 4.
And here's the good news. You have an open pantry throughout the entire cook.
Oh, awesome.
Pull out all stops and wow us with a striking dish that separates you from the pack. You have 60 minutes, and your time starts now!
The thought of cooking a savory durian dish, it blindsided me. But it's a challenge, so I'm going to rise up to it. Durian works well with cream and coconut milk, so I'm going to do a basic yellow curry rempah and mix in some tempoyak, which is fermented durian.
Milky cheese. The past few challenges, I've been pretty ambitious and sometimes it doesn't even work. So today, I'm gonna really focus on a few components, getting it right and produce a dish that is simple but also really unique and tastes amazing. Okay, hello, you lovely, beautiful thing.
Damien,
Yes.
what would you make if someone threw this challenge at you?
Well, so many things, man. You can take it, do it almost like a paste, and then rub it on the protein,
Yep.
and even oven bake it.
Nice.
Yeah, you can even do durian rice.
That's
I
it.
hope
Yeah.
everybody today is going to go crazy, because the crazier you are, the more it's going to work.
I've never worked with durian before, not in sweet and definitely not savory. But I really do love and appreciate good durian. My dad had actually tapao some durian back home for us to eat once. And, you know, I was picking at it. I saw some pecorino romano cheese. I had a bite of that. And, you know, sweet, salty. It just kind of worked. So based on that, today I'm gonna do a vegetarian lasagna with durian.
When I found out that we had to make a savory dish, there's a level of stress, you know. Then I thought of something that is quite classic in Chinese cooking, which is mango shrimps, you know, so durian shrimps. I'm going to make deep fried prawns infused with durian, and then it's going to be topped up with some durian floss that I'm going to try to make out of eggs. And maybe deep fry some of the durians as well. We will see.
I've eaten a durian on pizza and I thought that was pretty nice. It was salty, a bit of tartness from the tomato and sweetness from the durian. It just goes really well together. I'm making like a savory Croquembouche, which is like a tower of fried balls. And the ball is made out of polenta and also a durian filling. My durian dish is a whole bunch of crazy, but I do try to hold back. I think I can make it work.
Sharon,
Yeah, chef.
what are you going to do for us?
I'm going to do a play on the tempoyak masak ikan patin.
Another samba?
I know. That threw me off, but this is me. I love my spices. So I'm going to just go with it. Hopefully one thing in the dish will just wow them.
Shams,
Hi, Chef.
what's in the pan?
So basically, I'm doing like a lemak cili padi sauce with durian fritters
Okay.
and a side of steak.
Steak?
So, yes.
Oh, beef.
Yes.
And durian fritters. Are you very sure about this?
I'm gonna cut it up.
You're going to cut it up.
Yeah,
Have you ever cooked with flank steak?
a long time ago.
Do not overcook this.
Yes, sir.
Because when you do overcook it, it is horrible.
Yes, I know, sir.
Now I'll leave that to you to
Okay.
decipher.
All right, thank you.
Steak.
Guys, you have 30 minutes. Treat the king of fruits with respect, or you will regret it.
I got all my elements prepared so far. So now it's just going to be the quick boil of the pasta. Next step after this will be to start to build the lasagna. Making this lasagna is a little risky because I need to ensure that it gets in the oven with at least 20 minutes so that it can cook through and everything melts together nicely. So I've got to try and get this in as soon as possible.
Oh wow, where did the time fly by?
New plan, I'm going to make like curried prawns in brown butter sauce.
It's been a long time since I worked with flanked beef and I don't want to mess this one up. I know that I won't be going home even if I fail, but I want to win the best dish again. I want to keep up my winning streak. So I'm hoping to do that today.
I'm preparing to make my egg and durian floss. I've done this before. It comes out beautifully, like floss. To my horror, the moment I put this in, it sort of clumps up together. You know, I have to throw that out, and I'm going to prepare another batch right now. Let's try that again, shall we?
We set you a thorny challenge. You have 15 minutes to go. This is where it all comes together or it all falls apart.
Jen,
Hi.
you happy with the consistencies?
Yeah.
It looks like a little bit soft. Try a little bit in the hot oil first.
I pop it in and it just went. Oh no, my durian polenta balls is not turning out great. It was just a big mess in the boiling oil.
You don't have a lot of time, and you need to fry your balls now.
I have 15 minutes left. You know, I need to come up with something fast.
Try a little bit in the hot oil first.
I pop it in and it just went. Oh no, my polenta balls is not turning out great. It was just a big mess in the boiling oil.
You don't have a lot of time, and you need to fry your balls now.
I have 15 minutes left. No way to make a new batch. No way to thicken it with more polenta because you need to cook it out. So I'm thinking, okay, what's a binder? And I thought of plain flour. I ran into the pantry and I just grab it and put handfuls of flour in and try another batch. And thank goodness, and it worked. And I'm like,
It's in the oven now, so I've got to leave it up to the oven gods. As the lasagna is cooking, I'm down to 10 minutes. I can see that the top is still looking a little pale. So, thinking out of the box, I get 2 blow torches and I just toast it off, finish it. You know what? It actually looks pretty good.
Guys, you've got 5 minutes to go. Can you turn those durian haters into durian lovers? Come on, guys.
Cool. This floss is not working. There really isn't time for plan B, so I have to run with what I have. I'm thinking, at least I hope it tastes good. And that's when I tried it. That entire durian paste was so salty. That is a big problem.
Finishing touches, crown your durian as king.
All right, guys, down to the last 10 seconds. Make sure you're plating up now. Come on, guys. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Well done, well done. When we revealed the challenge that you had to cook a savory durian dish, all your jaws dropped. 3 of you made dishes we can't wait to taste. 1 of you will win an advantage in the upcoming challenge that will make you the envy of everyone else.
The first dish we would like to taste was created by Shamsida.
I'm so excited to be called first because I really want to win this best dish for a durian challenge.
Please, tell us what you created for us here.
This is Lakshmana Doremi. So I have a sauce of lemak cili padi. On top, there is some durian fritters, curried prawns,
Right.
as well as pickled buah salak.
Pickled buah salak.
Yes.
One of my favorite fruits, you know? Salak. Now let's taste it, yeah? Can you see my heart smiling? This is what happens when the king of fruits meets the Queen of Samba. It's a royal celebration.
Thank you so much, sir.
You make me such a happy man. Thank you.
My expectations are very high right now. What I love about you is you're very consistent.
Yes, sir.
And again, I can see your personality shine bright with this plate right in front of me here. What's it gonna be? I want to take these fritters and I want to sleep on it tonight. That's what I want to do. It's that soft, it's that spongy. I have absolutely no complaints about this dish. Good on you.
Thank you. I'm really glad that I made the judges proud today because I can't possibly disappoint them with a durian challenge.
The next dish we would like to taste is from Xander.
Sander, what did you make for us today?
Today I made a spring vegetable lasagna with durian. And if you want to add a little bit more durian flavor, I've amped up a bit of the sauce for you on the side.
Okay. Whoa. Ooh. Looks good, man.
If I got served layers like this.
Yeah.
This is one of the tastiest lasagna I've ever had. You went big, and it paid off. Boys, all yours.
Fantastic layers. Such clean lines. Vegetables are not mushy. Again, love the fact that you've gone with that color scheme. Everything just looks so pure. Like angels made this.
That's how I felt.
What you've done makes a lot of sense because durian has that funkiness much like blue cheese. So if I was just to think blue cheese lasagna, this is it. I don't know if I love it, but it's definitely very good. I love the idea, and I'm extremely intrigued.
Thank you, Xander.
Thank you.
Thanks, Sander.
I haven't tried it.
The last dish we would like to taste is yours, Jen.
The other two contestants before me had great comments. How do I beat that? Hi guys. But I'm really hoping that the judges will like my dish.
So you call this a croquembouche
A
earlier.
mini one. Again, inspiration from there. So usually they use choux pastry. Today, I've used polenta balls stuffed with durian inside. And the spun sugar would be the cheese. And a bit of crunch from the bacon. And tomato puree to just like pull everything together.
Ooh, I see a nice core of durian right there. Here goes. Whoa! G-E-N. I-U-S. Genius.
Thank you.
Wow. It hit me on every single point inside my head. I'm picking my brains off the floor right now because my mind just got blown. There's sweet, there's savory, there's crispy, there's soft. I don't think there's any flavor sensation that does not live in there right now. I love it.
Thank you.
You can come work for me. Best durian savory dish ever.
Chef Damian. Hearing Chef Damian saying that it's just such an affirmation, and you know that doubtful feeling, it just vanished away. And I'm just so honored and so happy to hear it coming from his mouth, especially.
That was, without a doubt, the best tasting we've had in the competition so far. Those three dishes we just tasted, guys, just prove that the culinary prowess amongst all of you has just skyrocketed. But of course, guys, this is the difficult part for us. There can still only be one winner. So the dish that we've chosen is yours, Jen.
I've never won any kind of mystery box challenge, so the feeling is very shocked.
Jen, congratulations. You have won yourself a very precious advantage.
Give it to me.
Unfortunately, there's no chill out for you on the deck today.
Aww.
Along with everyone else, you must survive the next challenge to take you through to the top 4.
All right.
When we strip it all down to the basics, a great cook must be able to replicate classic dishes, either from a recipe or by just tasting a dish. And that's what we will be testing in today's pressure test. Today you'll be replicating a devilishly intricate dish created by a much-loved local chef. He's described as an enfant terrible of Singapore dining. He's been a Chef of the Year winner by SC Global and awarded Best Local Chef by SG Magazine. He calls his brand of cuisine Dude Astronomy. Please welcome our guest chef, welcome our guest chef. Guys, it's our very own MasterChef Singapore judge, Bjorn Shen.
I'm actually really excited when I see Chef Bjorn because his food is rustic, communal, like it's hearty. So I feel like, you know, I can probably sort of attack this one pretty well.
Guys, I'm not gonna make it easy for you today. So be prepared to push yourselves to the max. Home cooks, I present to you my balls belly squash. Balls. These are lamb kibbeh, which are Middle Eastern style stuffed lamb meatballs. Belly. What we have here is a rack of lamb ribs from the belly section. They've been slow cooked in a pressure cooker. The bones have been pulled out. It's been pressed between 2 sheet pans and put to chill, so you can cut perfect rectangles. Squash. These are squash noodles. They are cut into perfect strips. They are charred with a blowtorch, and it's tossed with a dukkha. So, 3-part meal. Now everyone's favorite part, come up and taste.
Oh, yes, please.
What I want you guys to do now is to burn this image into your heads, because after we take this away, you ain't gonna see it again until you plate up your own dishes. Jen, why don't you taste it first? Take one of these.
Still warm. Wow.
Wow.
Good. So there's a shell of meat dough, and inside there's cooked lamb mince with pine nuts and almonds. Like a meat falafel.
Oh my God.
Lamb belly, skin crispy, perfectly evenly cut, evenly shaped, smidge of burnt scallion yogurt. Look at that. Remember how it looks. Look at the concentration. Burn your scallions enough. You don't burn them enough, you don't get the sweetness and bitterness out.
The burnt scallion just lifts it to another level completely. It gets other notes of like nuttiness, saltiness, and it's just a perfect thing just to have under the lamb belly.
Burnt scallion. So great.
Salad, a light char on the squash, perfectly even strips, enough to curl, but not so much that it becomes mushy. Dukkha, in and around. Okay? It's not just on the top, it's also in the middle layers. Dressing, honey, lemon juice. Doesn't need a lot of salt. Dukkha has salt.
When I tasted Bjorn's dishes, I'm just blown away, right? Because every mouthful is just a pop of flavors, and I'm just getting all these hits of different herbs and spices and aromats. So I'm thinking, wow, it's going to be a tough challenge.
You'll be given 2 hours to replicate Chef Bjorn's balls, belly, and squash. This is a pressure test, so all the recipes, utensils, ingredients are with you at your bench. This is an elimination challenge, so the least impressive dish will send someone packing home today.
After seeing those 3 dishes and then cook it within 2 hours, I'm really nervous right now. There's just so many elements and 3 separate dishes. It's gonna be a rough one today.
Lucky for you, Jen. As winner of the Durian Challenge, you have earned yourself a much-needed advantage.
That's right, Jen. You'll have the privilege of summoning me to your bench 3 times, but only for 1 minute each time.
3 lifelines from Bjorn, which is a big advantage. I need to use them well and get into the top 4.
Aaron,
Hey, Chef.
you don't get to listen in. Don't get any ideas. We are putting you next to Sharon.
Bye, neighbor.
Bye-bye.
One simple word of advice. Read your recipe first. Understand your recipe. Go through every point. Put in your mind what needs to be done first, what needs to be done last.
I've never been good with instructions. I've never been good with recipes. Most of the time when I cook, I basically taste something and I replicate it myself. Today is going to be a bit of a challenge for me, having to follow everything step by step. So I'm a little bit worried, to be honest.
Your 2 hours begins now.
Just making sure that I read everything properly and get all the steps and the flavors right also. The first thing I do is to read through the recipe really thoroughly, as I want to know what takes the longest time and what can be done in the middle or at the end. Because those ingredients that need the longest time, if it's not cooked within the time limit, then your whole dish will fail. Bjorn,
First lifeline.
the yogurt sauce, right, the spring onion, what are you looking at? Is it totally charred or like just brown bits, or the whole thing's like black?
It's quite good.
It's quite burnt, okay. I'm using my first lifeline now because if you ask for advice even before the cook, you're already setting yourself up for success.
2 more. Save it.
I'm gonna treat this like a chemistry exam. Following a recipe reminds me of being in my secondary school chemistry lab, where I nearly failed chemistry. And this time around, I know that I just need to pass the recipe examination. I'm just hoping to just go with the flow and try not to screw up anything.
With the cook today, my plan is simple. Read every instruction properly to a T. I don't want to rush it. I don't want to skip a step, because I think it's going to be a lot more pain having to come back and try to rectify something that I did wrong from the first time. I need to make sure I get everything right.
Star anise, coriander, cumin. Reading the recipe, I noticed that a lot of spices are going to be used, so I have to be very prudent not to misuse my spices. Because if I use everything, I might not have enough for the other components of the dish.
Hey, Aaron.
Hi, Chef.
Aaron, how are you going?
Like I said, I'm not as used to reading recipes. Usually I just look by eye and then I taste.
What's this?
I think maybe this one fell off from the container.
Ah, right, okay. The recipe's given to you.
Yes. The exact
It's
portion
everything that
is in
you
there.
need. So if you drop any flavors, it might affect your dish.
Yes, Chef.
Okay,
Thank you, Chef.
don't forget that. Keep going, yeah?
Thank you, Chef.
All right.
I just added some of the aromats that have dropped out. I didn't even notice that they have fallen out of the containers, but I just want to be safe and get everything in there.
I started on the kibe first before I go on the spring onion yogurt sauce. The sauce, it's gonna take maximum 10 minutes. So I decided to skip through because I see that the lamb kibe needs a bit of cooking and it needs a bit of assembly. I just want to get the difficult parts out of the way, and after that I'm doing all the other sides.
The key factor about this yogurt sauce is to make sure you char the scallions properly. And it's something I've done before as well, so okay, I'm pretty confident. Once I blended the scallions in there and then do a quick taste, I think I kind of like it. It's got this very nice, rich, smoky flavor to it. In fact, it's something I think I'm going to be using in my own cooking sometime again.
The spring onion sauce, I think it's not brown and burnt enough. It didn't give the depth of flavor that I want. And all my scallions are already in the blender. Let's start with the yogurt. And I can't remake a new batch or anything because I don't have extra scallions or yogurt left. I want to add more burnt taste, so I'm adding a little bit more fried shallot. Maybe this can replace the charred scallions as they are both onions and it's also fried. So if I add it to this yogurt, it might balance out the flavors better. I try it and it works. I really dodged a bullet there. I might not be following the recipe to the T, but you have to think on your feet if something doesn't go that right.
You're 30 minutes into your cook. Use every minute wisely. 90 minutes to go.
Now I'm starting on my dukan. I realize I need more of the spices.
What's going on, Aaron?
Oh, man. Because I'm not supposed to throw in all the spices.
Aaron, did you read your whole recipe before you started?
I read to the first item that I need, then I was going
Did
to
you
the
read
second.
the whole recipe from
Nah.
start to end?
No, chef, that's the problem.
So now you're trying to fish out bits?
Bits, yeah. I leave this pressure cooker on a little bit more than I would an hour.
It needs to be pressed in there to keep it nice and even. So if
Yes,
you
chef.
increase time here,
Yeah.
you're going to reduce time there.
Yes, chef.
I think you're in a
bit of a tight spot.
Yeah, in a bit of a spot. I'll let you fix that on your own. Huh?
Yes, chef.
Okay,
Thank you.
all right. Bjorn, your dish. How do you think it's all going?
You know, most of them are following the recipe. There are a few who are deviating a bit.
Right.
I do get a bit worried because this is the first time they've done this dish. They should be sticking to it as closely as possible.
Exactly.
Jen, she's deviating with the yogurt. If it doesn't make it better, I'll be very disappointed.
Absolutely.
Aaron's made a bit of a boo-boo by not reading the whole recipe, and he's just read the first page, and he's obviously used all his spices in his broth. You gotta still make it happen. There's ways to fix it.
I managed to salvage the situation because I actually found some of the other coriander seeds that left over, and it actually worked out just nicely. Hopefully, you know, the taste comes around.
Hi, chef.
Your second lifeline.
Okay, is this thin enough?
It's too thin.
Too thin. Is this the...
See the other side?
This one's thin, right?
See? Even pressure.
Yeah,
If
okay.
you don't have put even pressure, one side's
Okay.
thin, one side's thick.
Is this too thick?
Think kway teow.
Think kway teow. Okay, kway teow. Okay, thank you.
Guys, don't be undone by Bjorn's belly. You've got 60 minutes to go. Come on, guys. Push on, push on. Yay! Shams is actually working on her squash at the moment.
It's painful to watch. She's cut it way too thin. I'm pretty sure that if she torches it to the point where it gets the color that it needs, it's gonna get mushy. It needs to be thick enough.
Yeah, but it's not like she didn't try your dish. So she knew exactly what it was meant to look like.
Yes.
I do not know what to expect because in pressure cooker you can't see what is inside, how is it cooked or anything. So pray hard.
Let's have a look. Look at me, Jen.
The bone is sliding out perfectly, so I think it should be cooked.
Right now, I'm just moving on to the filling for the kibe. I have half an hour to go. I'm working on all of those elements for the kibe still. Then we're gonna start assembling everything. I've got to get my lamb out of the freezer. I've got to get that cut, pan-seared as well. Still quite a lot of steps to do, actually, and we don't have much time. I am clearly behind, and I'm starting to feel the pressure.
Bjorn. Hi, chef. Is this ball nicely shaped?
It's nicely shaped, but it's way too big. Nothing you can do about that
Nothing
now,
I can do about that?
Remember, it's too big. You need to cook it for a bit longer than
Yes, thank you.
Last one.
No. No.
Oh my God, down to the wire.
Guys, it's 5 minutes to go. I hope you got your lamb and kibe cooked. No one wants to miss out on the final 4. Come on, guys. Push.
Oh, that was close. 5 minutes to go. I'm multitasking a lot of stuff. I'm this close to not being able to plate. Oh, come on.
1 minute to go, guys. Have you done my dish proud? We've got 10 seconds to know. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Put it down, hands up, step away from your benches. That is it.
I'm looking at the other contestants' dishes. I realized that I'm missing the mint, which is a critical element to this dish. It helps to balance the lamb belly. I think I'm going home.
You guys just battled like Trojans to complete Bjorn's lamb belly recipe in just 2 hours. But remember, the least impressive dish will see someone leave the competition. The first dish we'd like to taste belongs to Sharon.
I've done my very best in cooking the dish. At this stage, I want the judges to see me as someone who can cook with precision and someone who has passion in cooking.
Okay, just based on appearances here, yeah, it's looking pretty good. I love the look of your salad. I couldn't tell if you made this or I made this.
Thank you, Chef.
Okay. Let's start with this lamb meatball. I'm gonna break this open. Happy with that? Not perfect. Your meatball needs a bit of work. It's a bit tough, okay? The finesse is not so much there on the cutting of this, but you got it nice and golden. Well done, Sharon.
Thank you, Chef.
Good effort.
The salad, lovely. Good texture. You know what? Great attempt.
Thank you, Chef. Bjorn looks at my salad and he says he can't tell the difference if he had made it or I made it. You know, that boosts my hopes up a bit.
All right, now we'd like to taste your dish, Shamsida.
At this point, we're in the top 5, and I really want to stay on in the competition because I really want this so bad. I think today I did my best, and I'm hoping they like it.
Good kibi, not enough salt. Good lamb, really crispy skin. Nothing bad to say about that. I'll eat this again. I can see you through this thing.
Slightly thin.
No integration of the dukkha. I can see the dukkha on top, there's nothing below.
Okay.
And hasn't been nicely cut.
Okay.
Good balance of flavors though. I like the dressing on that.
I've never worked with butternut squash, and I've never cooked something with a blowtorch, so I felt that it's a good effort.
Next up to the tasting table, Xander.
I really let myself down today. The only hope I have is the taste and the balance is there.
It's loose, which is nice. Could be salted a little bit more. No mint.
No mint.
Wow. No mint, but that yogurt, I like that chartness. Beautiful. Dukkha, really good.
Thank you. It would mean everything to me to stay in this competition. I came in thinking that it was unattainable, but there's chance, you know? And I want it more than anything right now.
Next up to the tasting table, Jen.
Going to tasting, I'm pretty confident that I got my flavors right and the look of it right.
Nice, even sized ring of meat dough on the outside. Earlier today, I said G-E-N-I-U-S for that croquembouche.
Yes.
Now I will say G-E-N-E-R-O-U-S for this filling here.
Thank you.
And it also happens to be, so far, the tastiest kibi of the lot. I know you were a bit naughty, you did something extra.
Yeah. I didn't char the spring onion enough, so I had fried shallots. So I was like, just add a little in, balance it out a little.
Good save.
Thank you.
Not so good. There's not enough lemon to balance out the honey that you've put in there. Looks great. I wish it tasted great as well.
All right, the last dish to taste, Aaron.
Looking at the other contestants tasting, I realized I made a huge mistake. It was supposed to be mint on top of the lamb. I accidentally put coriander. The only thing I can hope for now is that the flavors are nice and they like it.
Comparing to what I saw with Bjorn's and yours, this is fine. This is a little bit too short. This
Too little.
is too little, yes. Let's taste this. Pressure test Sims. Okay. Sticky base is fine. Salt is great.
I think you should take away that, yeah.
You can't bring it to a customer and then tell the customer, don't take that, don't take that.
That is true.
So you have to leave it on, and hopefully the customer doesn't realize that it was supposed to be mint on top. I find it's not salted enough, the belly. The sauce, I could taste the char, but that's it. It's just too overpowering for me. I like my wok hei, but this is all wok hei in my mouth, nothing else.
Okay.
Did you put parsley in your salad?
You know what, it's in such, yes, I'm pretty sure I did at some point. Maybe I'm just in a blur, I can't even remember what I did, to be honest.
Put the wrong herb inside as well.
Yeah, it was like really
Parsley.
fast. Towards the end, it was all towards the end.
You know the problem with this, yeah?
That was too little.
Doesn't look plush. Doesn't look like a salad should look, which is refreshing and abundant.
Completely agree.
We will take this into consideration.
Yes, Chef.
All right. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Chef. Now that the judges have tasted my dishes, to be honest, I'm not feeling that great. I know what I did wrong. I'm only hoping that the flavors are there, managed to salvage it. Hopefully it's enough to bring me to the next level.
That was not an easy dish, yeah? 2 hours just went by. Tell you the truth, if I gave this dish to any newcomer to my team in my restaurant, they would find it challenging as well, notwithstanding the time pressure. So the fact that you guys all put up completed dishes, you should be very, very proud of yourselves.
All right, guys, if your dish came close to Bjorn's, you will sail through to the semi-finals. The cook of the dish that least matched Bjorn's dish will be eliminated.
We had a really tough time making this decision. What it's come down to is this. For the three of us, if we were running the kitchen back in our restaurants and we received one of those meals, we would have sent it back. The cook of that dish is the person who will be leaving the competition. That person is Aaron.
Aaron, what does this competition mean to you? What are you going to take away with you?
First thing first, right? I mean, I learned so much stuff, so much ideas, you know, like today, wow, now I'm gonna put 2 trays and stack my lamb or whatever and put it in the freezer. It comes out nicely. I've always wondered, how do they cut it so straight and nice and, you know, so many layering and so compact? You know, it's all these little things I pick up along the way, which is just gonna make it so fun for me back at home. This entire journey in MasterChef has been amazing. It's been enriching. It's been an eye-opener. To learn so much stuff and to work as a team, work under pressure, something only MasterChef would be able to give you. I don't know what lies ahead for me, but nevertheless, the thing that I'm sure I will do is that I'll continue cooking.
Next time,
Oh my god, Marco Fair White.
the top 4 face a world-renowned chef
This will be a Herculean task.
and the ultimate test of nerves, cooking at Marco's opening night.
Chefs, if your tarts leak, you're finished.
Oh no.